Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Good Pods, Pocket Casts, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 97. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons, the newest DC original animated movie. It stars the voices of Jack Dylan Grazer, Jack Griffo, Troy Baker, Travis Willingham, Nolan North, Laura Bailey, and it's directed by Matt Peters, who has directed a couple of these DC releases. I believe he did Injustice and Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. One of those was a co-direction. Earth is being infected. Jonathan Kent, Damian Wayne, not really friends, but are kind of their father's only hope, as well as the world. Honestly, my only minor complaints about this movie, Battle of the Super Sons implies that Superboy and Damian Wayne Robin are gonna fight. They never fight. There's kind of like a little like spat trying to like see what you're made of scene. And then like they have to work together. And then and like my other minor complaint just fell out of my head. I genuinely forgot that shit. So yeah, like there's no battle of the Super Sons. Like Batman versus Robin, Batman and Damian Wayne were fighting. That movie's dope. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie though. I like DC animation 9 times out of 10 is cranking on all cylinders. Then you'll occasionally get a Batman and Harley Quinn, or I don't know, people like Gotham Knight. Maybe the anthology thing, maybe the different styles of animation. I just never fell in love with Gotham Knight. So like that ranks toward the bottom of this list for me. But yeah, like I thought the voices were good. I was into the characters. It's kind of an origin story for Jonathan Kent. I love the samurai Damian Wayne. Like he's still a smart ass. He still thinks he's the baddest thing breathing. I would really love to see a Teen Titans movie with this animation style that I had always heard this was going to be like DC Animation's like first like 3D movie. It does look 3D, but it's not like Pixar Illumination type of animation. It's still at its core looks like DC Animation, but it's got like a Studio Ghibli kind of like vibe to it. It looks great. Yeah, like this was interesting. It took a couple turns I didn't expect. I mean, y'all are probably tired of me always like vouching, but like these movies are good. I don't know, like Comic-Con was Comic-Con because they canceled Fandom. So Comic-Con, they announced either 3 or 4 movies for next year. This is a standalone. I don't even know what they're calling it, but the new universe that started with Superman Man of Tomorrow should have 2 movies next year and then 1 standalone movie. One of them is going to be a Justice League team up, probably branching off this Green Lantern Beware My Power we just got. But like I kind of hope this Super Sons like gets its own thing, cuz like I want to see Teen Titans. I would like to see a complete Justice League like this. Like Batman looked badass in this. I'm telling you, like the perfect wording I can think of, because I was telling my boys from the podcast when I was watching it, this looks like an Alex Ross motion art movie come to life, art like comic come to life. Some of it, like the way Batman's cowl looks Alex Ross. I think DC went 3 for 3 this year. Like for whatever reason, Like, there's always that group that bash every single movie. Like, Green Lantern was the John Stewart origin story, and I can't remember specifics, but I remember people hating. Like I don't even, because some of y'all might not have seen it, but whatever. Catwoman hunted around like February, March. That was fire. I don't want to talk about the villain in this movie because we've recently seen this villain, but it worked. Like, everything, the story worked, the action worked, the animation worked, the voice acting was pretty good. Like, I really dug it. With all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons was almost dope as fuck. Have you seen Battle of the Super Sons, man? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Um, I might remember my other complaint before I do my Letterboxd review, so check that out too, man. I've recently done reviews for Halloween Kills, for stuff in September. Rec League podcast. We talked Halloween Ends. I said Halloween Kills. Halloween Ends. I said in my review for Halloween Ends, I call it Halloween Kills at the beginning, and I just called it Halloween Kills again, which Halloween Ends might as well have been called Halloween Kills again, but there was like less kids. I ain't gonna, never mind. But yeah, podcast was fun. Got another podcast coming in about a week and a half, man. Like, subscribe, comment, find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.